was sitting at the red light. She came from the turning lane and hit my vehicle.
And you didn't have auto insurance on the car?
No, sir.
Who is her insurance company?
Progressive.
Okay, and Progressive told you what?
That they can't cover me because, basically saying that they don't have to cover me because I didn't have insurance.
Okay. They told you that it's a no pay, no play state, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Louisiana is a no play, no pay state. You know, which means if you don't have insurance while you're traveling through their state, then they don't have to cover you. And then there's another exception to the rule. If your state doesn't require you to have insurance, you can get out of that. But Texas does require you to have insurance. There's two states, New Hampshire and Virginia, that don't legally require you to have insurance. So if you're from one of those states, it wouldn't apply. But
okay, so I'm just basically at a loss.
The only thing I could recommend is you try to reach out to this lady, and maybe, you know, out of the kindness of her heart, she'll help you out.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Thank you for reaching out to me and defining the situation and letting me know.
You got it. And so Louisiana has a no pay, no play law, which means if you're not going to pay for auto insurance and then you get into an accident out there, even though it's not your fault, they're not going to pay you for it. It encourages drivers to make sure they have auto insurance. I like it. I kind of like this law because we would have signed up a lot more clients because it would probably mean that a lot more people would have auto insurance. Because what happens is if you have a potential client who gets involved in an accident with someone who doesn't have insurance, and that someone doesn't have anything to go after, and then you don't have protection against drivers without insurance, there's just no pathway forward. The only thing you could do is you could file a lawsuit against the person who caused it, but the amount of time, money, and effort that it takes to do that, and then you can get to a courtroom and the judge could say, okay, you need to pay this money. They may never pay it. There are some exceptions. If the person who causes the accident is in the midst of committing a felony, if the person who causes the accident gets a DWI, if your car is a legally parked car, like it's parked and then someone hits it, it would still be covered. The law also doesn't apply to a passenger. So say you have a passenger in your vehicle that gets hurt in the accident, you know, they can still file a claim against the other driver because it's not their car. They were not required to have insurance. Another important mention is the bodily injury limits in Louisiana are $15,000 per person, $30,000 per accident. Property damage is $25,000. If you have damages that are above those numbers, you could go after the numbers that are above. You just can't get the initial 15, 30, or 25. Do you think your state should have a no pay, no play law? Let me know in the comments and tell me what state you're from. God bless you and have a good day.